Definitely pruning time. We're moving pretty quick through the trees this year. The weather's been overall pretty good. Trying to get that excess wood out of the tree. The purpose of pruning is to let light enter the tree so that you have air movement and also good coloration in the fruit. Air movement helps prevent disease in the trees, so you can see we open up the center some. We take the height down so that we can reach the fruit more easily, and we take excess wood out of the tree. What we want to do is encourage the fruiting portion of the tree. Fruits always occur on 2-year-old wood, so we're taking excess wood out, letting that tree continue to grow moderately vigorously. If you take too much wood out, it'll be too vigorous. The tree puts too much energy into vegetative production. But if you take out just enough, you get that nice air circulation, light penetration, and the encouragement of fruiting wood. So then you also have a tree that doesn't have so much wood that it can't nourish the fruit that it produces. So you want the tree to have enough leaf surface to nourish the fruit that it gets, but good light penetration for color of the fruit, and not too much wood so that the fruits grow to their optimum size. So that's what we're doing right now. And I use a combination of a chainsaw for big cuts and these hand loppers for smaller cuts. And part of the process is keeping my rows more open for my tractors to go through. So not all of the cutting is necessarily fruit related. It's sometimes equipment related. So I don't want the trees to grow together where I can't get through there, because if I drive through and I knock the branches, then I'm knocking fruit off the tree as well. So there are a lot of different aspects to pruning and what you accomplish. Also, each type of tree may have a little bit of a different structure to it. So part of our pruning efforts are related to structuring the tree according to its natural bent. Shape them to some extent, but then we also have to take into account that certain trees want to grow larger than others. And so we might require a few more big cuts on a tree like this, because this guy is wanting to go reach for the sky, basically. We have to keep him down a little bit more aggressively so that our fruit stays closer to where we can pick it. And yet we want to encourage a lot of this nice fruit-bearing surface out here. So obviously when you're dealing with a tree, you're dealing with everyone's a little bit unique, like a snowflake. You know, each one is different. So you can't just make the same obvious decisions on any given tree. You have to kind of tailor your cutting to the specific tree you're working on, and partly the specific type of tree that you're working on as well. Anyway, it's a beautiful day for that, nice and chilly, so we're still in full dormancy, which is nice. And we had some pretty heavy rains, but the ground seems to have firmed up to where we can work out here. So if you have trees to prune, now would be a good time to get to it while they're still dormant. They're not too aggressively growing. At this point they're not growing at all, but you can still do it on into early April at least. And if you have to, you do it beyond that. Our goal is to get through most of the trees by mid-April. So that's an update on what's happening here at Curtis Orchard.
You can see all the limbs that have been pruned.